Hey, what's up? This is Muhammad Khamis Amin from Egypt, and this is my channel Bait Madad. The reason I'm making these videos is that I'm trying to introduce Islam in a different way. I'm trying to give a different image about Islam. Try to choose different topics and explain it in a scientific way. Let me just give you a brief introduction about myself. I'm 36 years old. I'm a doctor, a physician, and during my high school I was very religious, like very Islamic religious, and during that time I was watching a woman called Maryam Noor. She's a very old woman. She's from Lebanon, and she was living in the US for a really long time, and she was studying something called macrobiotics, and she was living with Michikushi. Just Google it if you don't know anything about this stuff. And then she went to live in Osho's commune in Oregon. I think that was the name of the city. And then she came back to the Arab world, and she went on TV, and she made a huge success, and everybody was watching her, and she was amazing. So during that time, I was watching her when in my teenage years, and I was very inspired by her. And to be honest, I'm homosexual. So at that time, I was not accepting the whole thing, and I was just waiting to get into college so that I have the opportunity to travel to Lebanon and meet her, because I thought she was going to change me. Okay, so that's what happened. I finished high school, and then I went to medical school, and then in the second year I met a guy at college, and I really had a huge crush on him, and there was just this eye contact, and I never gave myself a chance to go and speak with him, because I was just very religious, and like this is against religion and stuff like that. And then I collapsed. I had like depression. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't studying, crying most of the time. So at that time I decided enough is enough. I'm going to travel to Lebanon and meet that woman. I did. I went and I met her, and I attended a 1-week workshop there, and I had a private consultation with her, and I told her everything, and she was like, so what? I was like, squeeze me? Like, honey, I'm gay. And she's like, so what's the problem? So I was shocked by her reaction. Like, she just answered as if it's no big deal. And to be honest, I liked it, but I had to, like, my conditioning had to resist. And then I bought a lot of books from her center about macrobiotics and about Osho, and then I returned back to Egypt, and I dropped college entirely, and I started reading intensively. For 3 years, I was reading non-stop every day, every night, and I was just blown by what I was reading. And then I didn't leave college, but I was not going, I didn't attend the exams. I was just living my life and starting to date and discovering myself and discovering my life and discovering my emotions. And then I decided I'm going to travel to Osho's ashram in India. And then I did, and I went and I experienced meditation and spirituality. I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. When I was in high school, when I was religious, I was just like, whenever I was reading a religious book, I felt like the body is good, the book is good, the words are good, but I do not feel the soul of the words. So when I went to Maryam, I just dropped religion, dropped everything, and I was on a quest and on a journey to find truth and to find God and to find whatever that is that could be found. And then after I returned from India, I went to the US and I studied in the Cochin Institute, the original institute that teaches macrobiotics, that was originated by Michikushi himself. And I was just like, oh my God, what is this science? This is true Islam. For me, this was absolutely the true Islam. And then I returned back to Egypt. Of course, I bought a lot of books from India and from the US as well. And then when I returned back home, I kept on reading, and I didn't just read. I was reading and I was experiencing what I was reading. So and by then I discovered that there has been like some kind of misunderstanding about Islam. First of all, I don't belong to a certain religion. I believe in all religions, and I don't belong to anyone in particular. I believe that all religions are right and all religions are wrong, because it's the same truth. Like if you have a bottle and a cup and whatever container, different containers, but it's the same water in all of them. It's the same truth in all of them. The same way, like when you say an apple. In English, it's an apple. In Arabic, it's a tufaha. In French, it's a pomme. So it's the same truth expressed by different ways. So I don't belong to a certain religion, but I believe in them all. But since I'm coming from an Islamic background, I felt that Islam in particular is absolutely misunderstood and misrepresented, and that's why I'm making this channel, because I'm trying to represent Islam in a different way, in a more scientific way, or you can say that I'm trying to express the scientific part of Islam, if you may so, according to what I have understood from Michikushi and Osho, from macrobiotics and Osho. So this series is going to be like this. Like every time I'm going to choose a topic and I'm going to talk about Islam in a scientific way, so that I can express a different face of Islam. You know what I mean? Yeah. So see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching. See you.